Enough is enough. Furious Harry shouted at Meg as she stood up and clapped for crowd attention at Canucks game. Can't stand anymore. Harry turns red as Meg stood up and clapped to get crowd attention. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle made a surprise visit to an NHL hockey game last night. The couple from California watched the Vancouver Canucks defeat the San Jose Sharks 3-1 from the VIP box at Rogers Arena. Others in the VIP box with Meghan and Harry were local Indigenous leaders of British Columbia, Prime Minister David and Regional Minister of Tourism, Arts and Sports, Lana, with them as guests. Game officer of Invictus and 3 Indigenous chiefs, Chief Wayne Spiro from the museum, Indian band Wilson Williams from the Squamish Nation, and Chief Jennifer Thomas from the Wada Nation participated in the game. Meghan's eyes darted around searching for the camera like a heat-seeking missile while trying to appear like a happy, carefree person. She always tries to appear friendly and comfortable in front of the camera and then usually ends up with this strange, murky expression. Meanwhile, Harry is talking in Meghan's head and excluding her. Meghan interrupted Harry's interaction, and another sealed person clapped her hands in Harry's face to stop him from doing something she did not approve of. Harry looked like he wanted to hide under a rock when no one was above. Meghan stood up and clapped her hands. She was the only one standing up. What planet is she on? You can see Harry flinch when he sees me out of the corner of his eye and raises his hands to pat it, and then he stops his head, refusing to identify, and looks in the direction of a recent video that HJ just discussed, commenting on his clapping style. She said it was meant to draw attention to her as she raised her hands unusually high and placed them right in front of her face. Look at me, the typical behavior of a narcissist. What she was doing was so obvious that even this person caught her on in the periphery and refused to draw attention to looking for antics. Her raised hand clapping was to show off the Diana watch on her left wrist, of course. Note that the left wrist is more prominent when clapping than the right wrist when standing up and clapping to attract the attention of the camera. Every time we see photos of Meghan, the facial expressions of everyone around her are cold, but often even confused or disgusted, including her husband. Only the poor souls she spoke to in person were sometimes able to put a fake friendly smile on their faces. It comes after Meghan Markle was recently criticized for constantly wanting attention and fundraising opportunities. All this was cheered on by public relations expert Mark Borkowski, who waited everything out with one of his sincerest hearts with a daily letter in the middle of the conversation. He accused his former suitor and Duchess of Sussex of wanting her to make her Hollywood debut. Meghan's attendance at a diverse women's power event was a way to attract attention. He even went as far as to say it was a tactic, and again emphasized the need for ongoing recognition and, more importantly, connection to fundraising activities. He also believes that the whole event was meant to send a signal that she was open to new projects to those who had no experience at the event. Meghan Markle has plans for the future as well as the popularity of Suits. I want to create things that make people feel something, and that's right and communal. She talked about her career at the time. The event was not the only one she had attended before. Meghan was seen dancing at Beyoncé's concert not once, but 2 nights in a row, as well as Katy Perry's Las Vegas residency.